And I'm thankful to the FHML that we were able to organize this session here on site in this beautiful church, given all the current restrictions on gatherings with a number of people. My name is Sylvia Heneman, and I'm the chair of the Board of Examiners of the Biomedical Sciences. And next to me is the program director, Professor Hans Savelberg, of the whole program, Biomedical Sciences. I will first briefly explain what it actually means that you get this certificate, and then I will also explain how we will, how the proceedings will be of handing over the certificates. Okay. First is what is actually in this folder you will get from me in a little while. It is a diploma or certificate which is issued by the Faculty of Health, Medicine and Life Sciences. And it testifies that you, as the recipient, has successfully completed the Master of Biomedical Sciences. In this study program, a coherent body of study units was designed and executed, and it was aimed to realize the specific goals of this master, and these concern knowledge, insight, and skills. These described goals were, amongst others, a profound knowledge and understanding of the biomedical field, having academic skills for independent thinking, formulating and analyzing research questions and problems in the field of biomedical sciences, having academic skills to design and conduct scientific research, report on it to your colleagues, and that also meet the standards of the discipline, and also possess professional skills to have professional behavior in your interaction with others, to apply knowledge and also communicate to an audience. I've summarized these a little bit for the purpose of this speech, but it shows that the graduates have worked hard and can also be very proud of these achievements. And with the completion of this program, you now master all the competencies, and that will enable you to work successfully in your future profession. To attain these intended learning outcomes, you have completed many exams, assignments, an internship, wrote a thesis, defended it, and all to show that you have the right level of performance to receive the diploma. Now, what is the role of the Board of Examiners? As a Board of Examiners, we have several tasks, and one of is to assure that the quality of the organization of the exams meets the standards, is of sufficient quality. Also, we are responsible to ascertain that you meet the end terms for the program and that you are eligible for the diploma. For this, we work closely together with the management of the study program, also the program director, Professor Savelberg. And our second task, which is today's celebration, is to issue the diplomas as a proof of passing the exams of the study program. And we're going to do that now. So what will happen? I will call you by your name and ask you to come forward. Please come to the table, and I will hand over the certificate. Professor Savelberg will hand over a rose. We cannot shake hands, but we warmly congratulate you. Then please stand over there at the top of the table, and my colleague will take a picture of you with your diploma. And then please return to your seat. After all, I've given you all your diploma. Professor Savelberg will give a short speech on behalf of the program. I think if the first one has gone through it, it will be quite simple and it will be perfectly okay. Okay, now I have to pay attention because there were some last-minute changes. There are two candidates which I will hand over an empty folder because there was a mix-up in the terms of the timing, so you will get your official diploma, of course, later on. Okay, I call forward Anja Alice Hajik. Ah, you're there. And you may clap or applaud. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Aldin Bektik. I call Jentel Brandt. Frederik Eikens. Rachel Gelen. Jules Hamers. Irene Hemel with a cum laude certificate. Lianne Jacobs. Gwen Keulen. Marielle Kievit. Casper Krijnen. Jessica Malkev. Diego Pava Mejia with a cum laude certificate. Lotte Philippen. Marle Poppelaars. Meike Thijssen with a cum laude certificate. Aida Vega Noguera. Meerte Willemars met een cum laude certificate. And these are all the candidates. So I would now like to invite Professor Stavelberg to give a short speech on behalf of the study program.
Wow, that was fast. But let's not complain about this. It's very nice that everybody is here, that you are in this nice building and that you really can get a diploma today. So I would like to start to congratulate you all and your family and your friends and everybody who could not be here. I congratulate you on behalf of the program of Biomedical Sciences, but also on the Faculty of Health, Medicine, Life Science, and of course also Maastricht University. And apart from just congratulating you with your certificate, your academic degree, I also would like to compliment you, since it's very special and a special effort and performance to get a degree in times of Corona. You started in November, I think, with your internship, your thesis work, and you finished your thesis in June and July, so that is quite normal. Nothing special so far. But somewhere in the middle of March, when Corona entered Europe, or it was already before in Europe, but in March everything went down. We were in an internship outside the Netherlands. You had to come back to Maastricht, or you went back to your family if they live abroad. You maybe were doing in the midst of data collection, so maybe you had just started measuring your participants, or you started a cell culture or whatever, and all things were stopped. So that this was quite a challenge that you have only a limited data set. And then also by the time we thought, I remember when we were planning education, we thought, well, mid-March we will go on in May. So we postponed some things until May. But in May there was nothing normal. And now we're in September, almost October, and still it's not normal. So things were changing continuously. And of course, when you're finishing your thesis, and your study is very hard, you cannot plan anything. And then, of course, you had these Zoom sessions. You have a supervisor, and normally you walk in or in his or her office. You meet them when you get a coffee. But now we had to make an appointment, a Zoom call. And then you might have noticed that you were Zooming, and then your supervisor was looking over there somewhere, since his screen was obvious over there and the camera was there, or he was looking somewhere there. Obviously, your picture on the screen was there and the camera was over there. So that shows that communication in these times were very hard. And still you managed with this bad feedback. I mean, it was not the intention of your supervisor to give bad feedback, but you need physical contact, you need to see each other. So you did not get all the information that you could have gotten in a normal situation. You managed to finish your thesis. And that's a compliment. It shows that you have a very great adaptive power. You can adapt to changing circumstances. And you might have heard in the media that some people say, well, these Corona diplomas, they are of less value. You didn't have a complete data set, or you didn't finish all your practical work. But I think the opposite is true. If you ask employers what they most value in new employees, it's that they can adapt to new conditions. Tomorrow, when you go to an interview and you are interviewed and they're asked what can you do, then they are not so much interested in your expertise as a biomedical scientist. Of course, it's important, but it's even more important that you can show that you can adapt. And you prove that very much. There's no better way to prove it than getting your diploma in times of Corona. So I think you can be very, very proud of yourself that you achieved it. At least I'm very proud that you did this. So I hope you are as well. And it's now time to celebrate. So congratulations again. Well done. We are proud. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much. Yes, and also on behalf of the Board of Examiners, my warm congratulations for you and your family today. Before I formally close this session, I have a number of practical announcements. So a group photo will be made outside. I ask you the graduates first to leave the church through the door behind me, follow the photographer, and there will be a photo on the stairs with appropriate distance. Then I ask the other guests to leave the room, starting from my left and then row by row. After the group photo is taken, there is a reception in the Grand Café Maastricht-Soiron, here nearby on the Vrijthof. And tables have been reserved for the number of guests that you have indicated. In the folder you have, beside your diploma, is also an envelope, which is important for today because it has some vouchers for the cafe. Also, a link with the photos that were made will be sent to your mail address by the alumni office within approximately 3 weeks. So, with that kind of practical information, I'm going to close the ceremony. I wish you a lovely day. I think the weather is with us today still, so enjoy it. Enjoy the day and the evening with your family and your friends. And with that, I close this session. Thank you.